anti-poaching campaign in partnership with the Kenyan government. The Tenboma criminal network is geared at empowering local communities in the East African nation to take on poaching syndicates. The initiative was announced during the CITES Wildlife Conference, currently underway in Johannesburg.
If I didn't show a process slide.
Partners against global wildlife crime.
I did want to just step through it very quickly.
Interpol has joined forces with the Kenyan government, conservationists, as well as local communities to take on international poaching syndicates. The Tenboma initiative is built on a long-standing cooperation between Interpol and the Kenyan government.
I want to stress that the intelligence efforts that are achieving results on the ground are those that are collaborative in nature and inclusive of the conservation enforcement communities.
It's your organization.
Interpol admits, though, that the process will develop through trial and error.
A lot of other groups.
But the organization is confident that involving locals will help break poaching networks.
Community is a critical component of what we do in law enforcement, and it's also a part that law enforcement doesn't do very well. They often, how many times have you seen a police officer say in a media thing, I have no comment, or I can't tell you that? And that just creates an artificial barrier in our connectivity with private sector, non-governmental and our natural partners globally.
Some conservationists aren't convinced, though.
The reason that they're probably not going after them is that one of the modus operandi of transnational criminal syndicates is to really, line the pockets of your political and economic elites so that whatever they want to do, they can still do it.
Tenboma's operating model relies on connecting existing African community networks to Interpol's global networks. Rangers in the field and intelligence and operations officers in Nairobi will be able to share intelligence through digital platforms. Tumalo Mohlaudi, SABC News, Johannesburg.